It's finally over. Hopefully, it is finally over. I'm sure most people know about this, but for those who don't know, essentially there has been somebody in Japan for quite a while now, a live streamer that has been basically harassing people in Japan to get clicks, to get, donations for text-to-speech, everything possible to offend everybody around him in order for people to draw attention to him. And I've never really talked about it because honestly, I'm the mindset that you do something, if you talk about it, you're bringing attention to it. And that's exactly what they want. Trolls want attention. And if your whole entertainment value is just doing offensive things and getting attention from news sites and stuff like that, you're going to keep topping yourself. You're going to keep doing more and more and more offensive things. And so I never wanted to feed that. But thankfully, I can finally make a video because it seems as if it's, at least Johnny Somali, is hopefully done for. Like, he's done in Japan. That's my hope. We'll have to wait and see, but yes, it has just been reported. Dexerto has reported that the Kick streamer Johnny Somali is arrested in Japan after breaking into a construction site. Wouldn't call it really breaking in, but yeah, technically stepping over the pole and walking into a construction site, which is, yes, illegal in Japan, illegal in a lot of places because, yes, you're in danger there, and they don't want you there. They want to dissuade you from coming in there, so they make it illegal. But yes, controversial Kick streamer Johnny Somali has been arrested in Japan following months of harassing locals and other streamers. He was arrested in Osaka after reportedly breaking into a hotel construction site last month, August 30th. During a live Kick broadcast on September 21st, Johnny began streaming while being followed by a police officer, explaining to his viewers that a cop has been trailing him for 30 minutes. After entering a convenience store to get a drink, Johnny was apprehended by officers who showed up and placed him in handcuffs, all while stream continued. And the rest of the article is pretty much explaining everything that he has done in the past that is obviously really annoying. Which gets to my whole point here. Like I said, good on the officers. Glad they finally, let's be honest, finally the officers got an excuse to arrest the guy, because everything that he's been doing before now has just been basically saying terrible things to people, and so arresting him is very difficult. I think the most of the blowback that he has been getting is from other streamers and the Yakuza. A lot of different groups that are like, this guy has got to go. So a lot of people coming, confronting him and threatening him and telling him, dude, you need to stop. Get out of here or stop. And yes, there's a couple of clips out there where he's being forced to kowtow and forced to apologize on camera in Japanese. None of it changed anything. It's one of those things where he knows this is how he gets clicks. This is how he's relevant. And so he's going to keep doing it. Confronting him and saying, stop, please, it's really rude, isn't going to change anything. He's laughing at it. And so it's nice that finally officials have gotten involved. Hopefully they can deport him and prevent him from coming back. We don't know yet. He's just arrested. And the charge is, they have reported, is him going into this planned construction site, which again is not allowed. The reason why I'm personally even making a video on this, because honestly, I don't usually cover things like this. I don't usually cover IRL stuff. And honestly, like I said, I never wanted to cover this because I felt like it's just feeding exactly what he wants. He wants attention. He's doing this stuff to get attention. He's doing outrageous things to get attention. And so if you make a video saying, oh my gosh, he's doing terrible things like a million YouTubers are doing, it doesn't help. The reason why I'm bringing this up is because this is something that has been bugging me for a long time, and I've never wanted to speak on it because, again, I don't want to give attention. It bugs me because, let's be honest, right now, vlogging, IRL streaming in Japan is huge. Everybody's doing it. All the big YouTubers, all the big, even non-anime fans are going to Japan because they like it there. PewDiePie's there. There's a lot of people that are moving to Japan and becoming streamers there because it's a nice environment. People are nice there, and it's a fun thing, and a lot of people, especially anime fans, a lot of people want to be there. And so they eat up these vloggers. They eat up all this IRL streaming from Japan. Me personally, I want to do that. I actually had plans of doing it when I had my last job, and obviously that's not a thing anymore because now I'm doing this. But I still have plans, hopefully someday, is to put aside a lot of money and be able to go to Japan for like a month and do a bunch of IRL streaming there. I would love to bring you guys with me on a trip to Japan and just enjoy it there, look at the sights, go to a maid cafe, check out the most weirdest stuff there, have fun. The problem is, and again, this is why I'm making this video, this stuff right here agitates the hell out of me because this is going to ruin it. People like this, which is increasing, and I'm sure while Johnny Somali probably leaves, there's going to be a million more. And I think there is several other ones that were doing stuff along with him that are still out there. This stuff right here is ruining it for everybody. And I hate that. This has literally gotten the news in Japan. People in Japan are aware of this. And that's the sucky thing about the whole situation, is it's making this stigma around foreigners with cameras. And what's going to happen is whenever I finally make it over there, I'm going to go up, I'm going to leave the airport, pop up the camera and go, hey guys, I'm in Japan. It's time to go, guys. Let's go. And then suddenly a police officer is going to grab my arm, pull it down. You can't do that here. We don't want that crap here no more. We're done with that. It's literally going to make it difficult and maybe even impossible for anybody else to do that kind of stuff. To have a fun time in Japan, record your session there, do live streams or whatever, because people like this ruin it for everybody. And even if it's not illegal, everybody around you is going to look at you like, here's another one. Here's the next live streamer that's going to harass people. Shop owners are going to close their doors. Now, granted, a lot of shops do have restrictions for video photography and stuff like that. Probably more now than ever. I've seen people tweeting saying, yeah, this is a thing now. Thanks so much for screwing this up. That's the problem that comes from this whole situation, is I hate the fact that this kind of stuff ruins it for everybody else. And like I said, it's been weighing on me for months now, ever since this is becoming, yes, obviously catching my attention the moment he gets tackled down in the street or something like that. This stuff's ruining it. And it's even worse so in the fact that there's no way to avoid it, besides there being some sort of laws or restrictions that are being placed in Japan because of this kind of stuff. This, again, Japan is becoming more and more of a target. Because, why? Why is Johnny over there? Why do they pick Japan? Because they're they're like ducks' backs. They let this stuff roll off of them. They don't want to get involved. You're in the middle of a train station and you're having it yell out things about atomic bombs. Nobody does anything. You do something like that offensive in a lot of other countries, you're probably not going to you're probably not going to be alive the next day. This is one place, this is like a bastion of people that are very accepting of you being very irate and very nasty. I think most of the time that he was tackled or attacked was literally people that didn't at least look like they were Japanese. Most of the Japanese citizens around him were just kind of, okay, let's just move on. I don't know what he's saying. It sounds like he's talking about Hiroshima or something like that. He sounds like he's talking about Nagasaki, and they just kind of move on with their lives. It's something that they're not really going to attack him for. And this is going to change that. This is going to make it more and more hostile for people on the outside coming in. And I really hate that, again, because I want to do that someday. Not be harassing people, obviously. I want to go over there and vlog. I want to go over there and see the sights and bring my viewers with me. And I don't think I'm going to be able to do that. I think eventually it's going to become, because again, squash out this bug and probably 5 more are going to pop up. Johnny did it, and he was hugely successful. I better do it. It's super sad. But we'll see. Hopefully an example is set here. Again, at least let him sit in jail for 30 days. Let him deport him and block him from ever coming back. I think that's the best thing that can come from it. I don't know if it's going to happen. It might catch enough national attention in Japan that they might want to push something like that. You never know. It's dumb. It is really dumb. I hope that things like this do not continue and we don't get more Johnnies out there, unfortunately. But anyways, I wanted to, again, mention this, even though I don't usually cover stuff like that, just because it's kind of personal for me. And it really does suck this kind of stuff happens. But where there is streaming, where there is clout, there is nasty people. But hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, if you did, make sure to hit that like button down below, comment, let me know what you think of this whole situation. Additionally, if you're new to the channel, make sure that subscribe button to get all my content. I do news, reviews, first impressions, top list. If it's anime, it's pretty much here. Additionally, if you like this content and you want to support my future vlogging career, I have a Patreon link, tips link, super thanks, membership button down below. Greatly appreciate what it does, and y'all take care.